Hello everyone. So I'm back here with gonna do another Gate of Fate. So this time I'm gonna do Wehttam here. As you can see, I already have all his bonds unlocked, and I already finished his Gate of Fate. But I'm actually about to 6-star guys, so that's why I'm doing this now, so I don't waste like a bunch of Gate of Fate charges later when I decide to record this. Of course I'm gonna end up wasting 2 of my Wheels of Fate here. That's not a big deal. Like, I have plenty of them, and I doubt I'm going to be using them all anytime soon. I don't think I'm not gonna keep super I'm not gonna like be very OCD about tracking how many I'm using and being super efficient with those. So might as well use them to make the video. But anyway, let's just get started. So, this is the name you gave yourself. Awaken my avatar. Your master calls to you from the abyss. I'm gonna try to read the dialogue, because I know some people prefer that, but so let me know if you prefer me to read it or you prefer me to just stay silent. But as always, I'll be uploading a version where I am not talking over it, so you don't have to suffer through that if you don't want to. So, listen what the body sees from our enemy, think with a carefully honed mind, and respond to my questions with your darkness. Yes, my lord, I hear your call. I have recovered all the chaotic power stolen by Gendrazal, and everything is proceeding in accordance with your wishes. You have gathered all of my power scattered across the mortal world. You have done well. But you did many unnecessary things, which disappoints me. Master, I don't understand. I have prepared to go to Gelpais and unleash chaos upon the continent. All I have done should be in line with your wishes. You will seek out the boy named Matthew. You want to kill him? I can sense your desire. But you stopped me. Matthew created my body, allowing me to materialize through this container. He has completed his destiny and is no longer of any use to you, Master. I have the fragments of his past memories. If I let them go, he will gather his strength again to hinder what is to come. Eliminate him, lest he vainly interfere with our plans in Gelpais. This is my judgment. You perceive his menace, which is good. But I also sense your selfish desires. You still regard the boy as another self. You cannot tolerate his existence. Nothing escapes you, Master. None shall deny your power, and none shall obliterate the value of your existence. Restrain your desire. You are my avatar, so you must be like me. You must have the desire to dominate the world. This is actually kind of a mischaracterization of Chaos. Like, I don't think Chaos was really interested in dominating the world. I think he was just more interested in, like, well, his name is literally Chaos. Yet I can't help but doubt your decision. Why should Matthew be spared? Wehttam, you lack experience and patience, while I have struggled against the abominable light for thousands of years. Killing him will not prevent the emergence of new heroes, and the trivial annoyances of their crusades and resistance will not simply cease. This is just what humans do. But Matthew is a pawn that is troubled by his own desires, one who we can manipulate. You'd only need to guide him. Guide him? I don't understand what you mean. As we walk on the continent of Gelpais, we must not reveal our true form, because humans have already established themselves there. Use Matthew's appearance to fool others, achieve our goals, and lead humanity into chaos. Master, forgive me for being foolish. I cannot understand your great plan. You have his memories, but you fail to comprehend the reasons and consequences therein. I will present all this to you. Now go, deep into his memory. So this Gate of Fate is pretty much like a backstory to the third part of the story, you could say. I have nothing to say to you. What do you even want? Our meeting here is not because I am exerting my influence on you. It is quite the contrary. I have appeared because you summoned me. I summoned you? Impossible. You mean Alhazard? Yes. You are still holding on tightly to the shattered sword. You still thirst for that power, correct? The dark and unmatched power of Alhazard. No, I just want to bring back Zerda. Matthew's so obsessed with Zerda. I can help you achieve your wish, if you work with me. What? I can help you restore that broken sword, if you allow my form to return to the mortal world. My godly powers can fulfill your wish. But... Matthew, become my agent. Worship me as your god, respect me as your father, and let me fulfill your wishes. That's the setup? Okay. So I guess this is the context here is that this is Matthew's dream. He's just dreaming about saving Zerda again. Okay, Wehttam. This is that brat's memory. Matthew's memory before my creation. Is this what Chaos wants me to see? Chaos wanted to win him over and make him an executor of Chaos. Obviously Chaos failed, and thereupon began the project to create me, as Chaos's chosen. Why does this idea make me feel so uncomfortable? This feeling. Is this jealousy? Kekakudori. Yeah. A replica? This is another me? It is not an illusion, Matthew. Know that even though the sword is broken, Zerda's love has always remained. So trust in the infinite power of the broken sword. A clone of me. If I can't use you, I'll have to destroy you. Awaken! Oh, that wasn't so hard. That clone, was that the moment? The young man named Matthew created me, so that I could be materialized in this vessel for the purpose of gaining more power. No! I'm not an empty vessel. I possess power of my own. No one can decide my fate. But as long as that Matthew is still alive, I will remain a mere replica of him. I can't accept this. Even though Chaos was repelled by Matthew, this space is about to collapse. It's time to return to the real world, Matthew. What the hell is going on? What are you? Does Matthew not recognize me with a different appearance? Matthew really is a foolish creature. It's Zerda, Matthew. Zerda. You're hugging me too tightly, Matthew. Zerda can't breathe. They couldn't be bothered to animate that. It's all my fault. It's my fault that Alhazard was destroyed. If it wasn't for my mistake, if I had never brought Alhazard to Yeles. But Zerda doesn't want you to feel guilty because of me. Because there's a whole new world waiting for Matthew in the future, and lots of great friends are waiting to go on adventures with Matthew. No, Zerda, I don't want us to be separated again. So then, Matthew needs to return to the real world. Otherwise, Matthew will never wake up. But it's only here in this bleak abyss that I can see you again. How can I leave you here? Matthew. Zerda will always be with Matthew, because Zerda said that she will become Matthew's sword. This sword. This broken Alhazard. As long as Matthew grasps that sword tightly, refusing to give up on Zerda, I promise you, I will never let go. This reminds me of an episode of Star Trek where Geordi has a relationship with the ship. Zerda, the pale soul who betrayed Bolzol and dwells in the new Alhazard. The broken, powerless Alhazar gained the ability to split things in two. It is she who orchestrated Matthew's replication. Chaos, is this the memory you wanted me to see? Okay, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because I'm assuming that is this supposed to be like how Wehttam was created, but it didn't reveal that the copy was actually Zerda, so maybe I'll explain in a second. I feel the power of this body is so truly in conflict. The space just now, was it just an illusion of memory? You have returned from his memory shard. Tell me, what did you see? Yes, Master, I saw it. Matthew refused your invitation. And he and Zerda created a clone to defy your grace, which is now my body. Okay. So you saw the bond between Matthew and the fated soul of Alhazard. Bond? What is that? Is it a concept created by foolish humans to whitewash so-called human nature? Unfortunately, I can't give you the answer. That is not a realm we of Chaos understand, nor is it one that we should. They fight, sacrifice themselves, and are moved for these bonds, and they are foolish beyond compare when they do. In our situation, premature conceit is ill-advised. You only need to know that it is another one of your weaknesses. It is a weakness that can be seized upon by desire and bent to our will. I don't understand how to make use of that demon elf. Her form dissipated in the wars of Elsalia, and the broken blade of Alhazard, which her soul contained, also disintegrated in the final battle of Yllis. This is the crux of the problem. Matthew will resurrect Zerda at all costs. How do we take advantage of this? Do we find her soul in chaotic emptiness and force Matthew to do our bidding? Wehttam, this matter is both easier and more complicated than you think. But at this moment, you need only know that you have a bargaining chip that Matthew will never refuse. Zerda's soul is in your hands. Okay. Soul entry. Power of Chaos, Fate, and Bargain. The body and soul converge here and now. Lord Chaos, I mean no offense, but are we going to use this bargaining chip to bet our great plan on this young man? On Matthew's unrealistic feelings for that demonic vessel? In the face of chaos, these objects of the void can be broken apart with ease. In my view, human emotions are far less reliable than you think. Hey, Wehttam's a Zilon dev. He knows how the gacha works. I understand your worries, Wehttam. Indeed, we will never be able to understand human beings amidst chaos. But I understand the desire of Matthew. We are the unparalleled masters of desire. You mean the bonds between the two are actually their desire? Yes, desire. Even more than you and I desire power, destruction, and domination. Desire. Is this also the reason he, a weak individual, could create me using the blessing of your power? And Zerda, the former container of Alhazard, was a demon created by Bolzel. Those who cooperate with chaos are destined to go against humans, and the betrayers of demons should also be cast aside by chaos. No, Wehttam. Human beings submit to the abyss where you and I reside, for so-called love. This is something I have frequently experienced in the thousands of years I have struggled with them. They abandon beliefs for it, violate principles for it. They will throw themselves into fire for it, or even give up their own lives. The desire present in Matthew makes him even more likely to be seduced by our offer. You must learn to take advantage of their weaknesses, Wehttam. You have the right to express your dissatisfaction. This is the privilege of those who hold power. I need you to prove your point, that the other me will be like a puppet of which I am firmly in control. And I will fulfill your wish by finding the answer to satisfy you in his memories. So I have made up my mind. No matter the cost, no matter the means, no matter where the power comes from, if it means bringing Zerda back to the real world, I will do everything I can. Those are the nicest words that Zerda has ever heard spoken to her. But what does Matthew plan to do? The power of a god, the power to resurrect the dead and bestow new life. Rainforce has given me a plan A plan that involves borrowing the power of chaos to defeat the evil god Kruger. If it's the power of a god, if they really are a god, then it must be possible to bring Zerda back. Chaos. But if it's the god of disorder? If Matthew accepts that power, then even Matthew might. Zerda, you have already given me a second life. I will spare nothing in bringing you back, even if it destroys me. Together with you, I'm sure that we can do it. Please trust me. If this is Matthew's wish, if it's what Matthew's heart desires, then Zerda will always support him. Zerda will always stand on his side. What? This dimensional vortex? Why at a time like this? I only just got to see Zerda. I don't want to leave. Zerda! Zerda, no! Wait! Don't let go! Matthew, this is only a temporary parting. Even if you can't grasp me again with your hands, the chains of fate will always bring us together. Go and fulfill your wish, Matthew. Zerda! The power of chaos. If that is what Matthew desires, then let Zerda take on this painful burden, together with Matthew. So we got King of the Red Moon. Rainforce, I think we killed enough of these annoying pests. Yes, now the stakes of life and death are about to be negotiated. Lord Matthew, please remember not to show any timidity in front of chaos. Back, demons of chaos. This is Rainforce, the King of Crimsonia. Bring your lord to see me. He's here. I remember you, Rainforce of the Red Moon, and black-haired half-demon boy. You dare set foot in the realm of chaos? My realm? No creations of order are permitted to exist here. Spare us your myopic arrogance, Chaos. In the name of the King of the Red Moon, I request negotiations with you on equal grounds. I have this right. Negotiations? The god of disorder does not negotiate with mortals. I bestow only the gift of chaos and destruction on the world. Only my executors may hear the true voice of chaos. Do you wish to be my new Dark Prince? Then come and embrace my power. Let me see whether you are qualified to become a chosen one. Chosen one of darkness! I'm reading very good right now. Okay. Nobody would accept your so-called gift. Chaos, now that your power has been devoured by the evil god, listen carefully to our demands. You should never forget the name Gendrazel, the evil god. Of course I remember Gendrazel. That fool cut my power in half and tried to take my place as the god of disorder. Are you trying to provoke my fury by mentioning the name of my hated enemy? Believe me, you cannot handle my fury. Chaos, we have a common enemy, as an enemy hidden in the mortal world, beyond your reach. Then what are you begging from me? We're not begging. We can defeat the evil god. Let's make a trade, Chaos. Lend your power to us. As you wish. Then embrace the power, young man named Matthew. Yeah, this power. This is... Gotta love the sound effects here. Okay, I see. Wehttam has to defeat 3 enemies. Okay. My memories are becoming clearer because my body and soul have been reunited. I have arrived, though I am still under the control of the other me. But this short moment of humiliation means nothing. Every last bit of this will be returned tenfold. I must endure. And I will finally be free from my bondage. What is it, 3 enemies? Yeah. So, as long as you have a Wehttam that has a 3C and decent attack, you really don't have to pay that much attention. Enough. I'm done with this farce of old memories. What a joke. Was I created just to save a mere woman? Release me from this memory. No! Erase this memory from my mind! What? That's enough of that. Aren't I finished with my memories of him? How obnoxious. I shouldn't be lapsing into memories of my past anymore, but this is not where I was when I came. Matthew. What is Matthew doing here? Who are you? Why are you? Matthew, don't you recall the memories we've shared? No, this is wrong. You're not Matthew at all. You're right, I'm not Matthew. This appearance is just a projection of his memory fragments. Then who are you? Get out of my consciousness. Is he finally gone? The voice that just appeared in my mind isn't just another fragment of my memory. I'll figure it out. So I'm assuming that was Zerida's voice. It seems like you can't move on from the last memory. Tell me, what did you see this time? It's ridiculous. That so-called righteous and upright hero was actually working with chaos, and ultimately he created me. It's just, Master, before I didn't understand why you favored Matthew so. But I see now, it's not only because he had such strong support, it's also because he isn't an ordinary human. You've learned to extract information from memories that aren't your own? Well done, my servant. Matthew is indeed not human. His birth was the product of a forbidden love. Matthew, a child born of the union of a demon and a Crimsonian, has both the blood of a true demon as well as all the characteristics of a demon. Is he really a demon? Lord Chaos, in my humble opinion. I think I thoroughly understand my existence at this moment. I am your second choice after you failed to tempt the demon Matthew. And now you want me to use this trick to intimidate him. If he agrees to join us, you, as my Lord and God, you will abandon me without a second thought, won't you? Such presumptuousness. I granted you the ability to speculate and challenge me, and I gave you the power to act without fear of mortals. I did not do this for you to dissipate the will of chaos. Aren't you afraid I will take back all the power I gave you? And wipe me from existence? Of course you wouldn't do that. Yes, no matter what happens, you are still part of the greater plan. There is no point in challenging me, because you and I have the same purpose, and you are not foolish enough to oppose me. On that I must agree with you, even if we disagree on other points. At least now we know for certain that we can also use Matthew, but I worry he will be useless to us. Regarding the true power of that young man, I think you must have many things you want to tell me. Yes, the false god who took away half my strength and dared to dream of dominating chaos was also Matthew's enemy. At the very least, he has the power to destroy a powerful enemy for us. Still holding that broken sword? We hold the true Alhazard, you fool. This broken sword is still enough to kill you. Your dying struggle indeed exceeds my expectations. You have received the power of chaos, maggot. How pathetically and adorably naive. The day has come that even the great god of disorder asks a mortal for help. Gendrazel, Kruger, don't think that I don't know about your past. It's you two who are pathetic. As I've already said, we're just despicable villains who claw our way up however we can. But it's precisely villains like us who are able to inch our way to godhood. So what's the difference between you, a follower of darkness, and us? Kruger, Gendrazel, it's too early to celebrate. I'll definitely defeat you this time. Haha! This is the toy you and Chaos made together? So inferior and shoddy. This power should be held by someone more worthy. You want to use this power to destroy everything, while I am simply content with destroying you, on guard. It's over, Kruger, Gendrazel, for this sword and for Kakonsis, Regenberg and Landius. No! I won't let you get away with this. I still have enough power to escape this battlefield. Don't even think about fleeing. What? You? Where did you come from? Haha, so you failed again. Still losing to these weak, puny mortals? This voice. It's you! It's you! It's you! For 150 years, my hatred for you has been engraved in my memory. We'll never forget you, even after we die. Gizzeroff! Does my appearance disturb you that much? It seems that your past defeat at my hands has rather traumatized you. Enough hiding and bluffing behind your puppets, Gizzeroff. Come out and accept your fate. With this sword I will cut you into 1,000 pieces. Vessels have broken in. Have the outer defenses been breached? Lord Matthew, we don't have the resources to continue fighting Gizzeroff's soldiers. Let us break out together. I'm afraid that won't work this time. You actually defeated that pathetic wielder of Al-Hazard. Langrisser and that broken sword of yours are pretty reliable. However, your power is still insufficient. Bullying an inferior creation like that is about as much as you can hope to achieve, if Al-Hazard were in my hands. Epsilon. Just try breaking through, scum. I'll enjoy seeing you struggle. Raise your swords and come fight me. Damn it, we can't hold out much longer. If we keep wasting our time with this lunatic, things won't end well for us. We'll just have to rely on Langrisser to get us out of this desperate situation. Langrisser, please guide us. Help us break out of this cursed demonic mist. They slipped away? Damn it. Those guys are such killjoys. This guy exuding such dark energy. So it's a creation of chaos that the power of Langrisser couldn't eliminate. Interesting. This toy is mine. Okay, so I just have to use Wehttam to defeat Kruger. Simple enough. This scene. Of course I remember this. That rotten Gendrazel stole the power of chaos, the promised power of the world, the power of pure disorder. The other me handed over my freedom just like that. My soul is trapped in this body, used by humans to fight against each other, and passed on to the new victor after each battle. Chaos. Must you repeat this hateful memory to me? So I just gotta take out these enemies. So not much to this Gate of Fate in terms of gameplay. This was a more plot focus, Scathe looks like. Gizzeroff. Gizzeroff! Gizzeroff! Do you have the guts to step out from behind your servant? Come out and prepare to die. What a sad sight. He who regards himself as a god is acting like a clown right now. I want loose to you again, Gizzeroff. I will show you the real power of Alhazard, a power which can even destroy the whole world. Hush, you piece of garbage. That's very polite for Absalom. This is hush. You dare blaspheme the power of the demon sword. Take your filthy hands off Alhazard. Ah, you, the fate created by Gizzeroff. You! I've seen enough of this clown. Do it, my children. Reclaim this last piece. Yes, master. No! Why? I am the god of this world. I can't... Ah! Is that it? No, although his aura has vanished. Idiot, he got away. Can I rely on a single one of you women? Master, I'll give chase. There is no need. Let him go. He no longer poses a threat to us. Right now, we have more important matters to attend to. Kruger, that freak with a false face, was willing to share a body with another to achieve his revenge. That other was the evil god Gendrasil, who coveted my power. Under his influence, that fragile artificial human created by Gizzeroff not only possessed a powerful will to resist me, it even thought to replace me as a god. Kruger and Gendrasil completely disappeared after that battle. Gendrasil is dead, but Kruger has now gained his full power, and is very likely to be a significant obstacle to our plan. In other words, he will definitely reappear. The only question now is in whom he will reappear. Master, what do you mean? Can Matthew eliminate this obstacle for us? As long as you lead them and arrange for them to meet, the problem will naturally resolve itself. What if it ends up being Matthew, who you favor, who is destroyed? That would prove that, as you predict, Matthew is useless to us now. But the next step in the plan, going to Gelpais to open the Gaia Gate, requires your personal involvement. I would be happy to see if it came to that. But if the other me wins the duel with the evil god Kruger, I will be happy to accept your arrangements. Let's wait and see what happens. Alright, so this is the one where... okay, so this is one where you have to deploy Bozel to unlock Wehttam's defense bond. It's back, that strange feeling, that voice. I know you're here. Show yourself. Come out. No, this shouldn't be happening. Why? Why did it come to this? Who are you? Why is your voice in my mind? It seems to be coming from inside my body. No, this isn't coming from inside your body. This is a clone of Matthew, proof that our hearts are still connected, even though the sword is broken. Give this body back to me. Wehttam, my servant, didn't you hear what I just said? My head. No. Just now my consciousness was... I understand what happened to you, and now you should understand as well. There is another consciousness in my body. What's going on? Who is causing trouble for me? Gendrasil or Gizzeroff? I keep reminding you. It's only that your authentic memories from that period were suppressed by that consciousness. Then show me. Tell me. What happened? As you wish. Now, Matthew, grab Alhazard from him. Shut up! Do you really think it's possible for me to lose? Alhazard, Chaos, I hold the ultimate power in my hands. And you will also suffer the harshest punishment, Epsilon. Make way, scum. Flee to the corners and watch the flames of chaos burn. Stop, Vincent. You can't control all the chaotic power you've taken in. Exactly. So now let the winds of annihilation spread as I embrace death. I will die, and so will you. The sinners who stole the brilliance of the floating petals will be buried here with me. How could I, with Alhazard, ever let you? All these sound effects. Alright. Somehow I didn't get lost on the dark path. Matthew, are you okay? It's just behind this door, Matthew. It's Gizeroff, and the last Yggdrasil. Landius, we will defeat Gizeroff just as you once did, and return to settle this. Almeida, Grenier, let's go. The final battle to save our planet. Damn it. Have they already entered Gizeroff's last stronghold? No. Gizeroff is mine to defeat. So here you are, you filthy cur. How loyal. I thought you would disappear forever once the magic keeping you here stopped working. That's because what I want is here. You can talk. No. You have your own consciousness? Surprised? This is Gizeroff's lab, home to the largest collection of knowledge and information in the whole world. What are you talking about? Gizeroff and his guards are busy dealing with the other me, regardless of whether the swordsmiths can defeat the Transcender or not this moment. This is the most opportune moment for me to explore its secrets, now that I'm free from my bondage. Oh, the data is right here. Gale Pais. Found it. As for you, it's best that you die here. So you just have to bring Bolzol for this map. Wehttam kills 3 enemies. Okay, so you just bring whoever. It doesn't matter. You're just a mutt, existing at the mercy of others. Serve me or die as the dog you are. Indeed, I'm still weak. But you were recently defeated. You can't even maintain your control over me. I think I have what it takes to handle you. Take that. Okay, so. I'll just stand there and have Wehttam counter everybody. So there's no trick to this map. It's pretty much just have your Wehttam at a decent level, have some equipment, and just be able to kill all these units. Such an annoying dog. Are you hiding your true strength from me? This is not my complete form. This isn't even my final form. Once I gather all the residual chaotic power scattered around this land. I don't think you will live to see that day. Yes, your life will soon be at its end. Once you have been eliminated, I'll take care of those self-righteous swordsmiths. What a coincidence. That's exactly what I plan to do. Although Gizeroff failed to kill him, I can't let the other me see tomorrow's sunrise. Let's see who will be the last one standing and the last one laughing. Teleport's behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. This is pretty elaborate by like Langrisser Mobile, like in-game cutscene standards. It looks like I won. Now, let's watch the final battle between Gizeroff and the other me. The opportunity to get rid of him has arrived. I know the lights are going out. Gizeroff didn't pay his power bills. Don't you harm Matthew. What? This voice in my head. Zeradat won't let you harm Matthew. Stay away from the final battle between Matthew and Gizeroff. This is the least Zeradat can do. Matthew, Zeradat has faith in you. Can you finally see through this fog of memory, my servant? Yes, I understand completely. The voice that refuses to stop bothering me and keeps disturbing my thoughts in this body is the fated soul that lost its form, which was contained in Alhazard. You finally recall, the whole time her soul has been suppressing your awareness of these things. Matthew is compelled to follow me, and the biggest bargaining chip that places him at our mercy is Zeradat. Okay, so Wehttam has like a piece of Zeradat inside him, basically. Wehttam kills anyone Matthew, no one from your team is killed. So for this map, you have to bring Zeradat. Make sure to bring Zeradat to unlock Wehttam's bond. It's not so bad because this is the one you're going to be sweeping anyway, so you can repeat it anytime you want. As long as you're still sweeping him, obviously. Zeradat, I know you are here. Why don't you come out and see me? Zeradat, are you in the mood for a game of hide-and-seek? Or are you done with this cat-and-mouse game? Zeradat will not be fooled by you again. You are not Matthew. Sadly, I'm not the man you dream of. This current situation is quite upsetting for me. I don't think I need to waste any more words on you. Matthew and I are fated to fight. I must remove that troublesome soul from my body immediately. Are you an enemy of Zeradat's? Why do you have Zeradat and Matthew's memories? Who are you? What do you want? Why are you inside this body having this conversation with Zeradat? Still don't get it? I'm afraid I overestimated my enemy. My body developed from the bond between you and Matthew. Then I gained my soul from the blessing of my master Chaos. You could say it was Matthew and Zeradat who created me. I should thank them. A body developed from an incarnation of the Sword of Destruction. How is it possible? Don't you remember how you held onto your last breath inside the sword after it was broken by Gendrezel and his minions using the original Alhazard? My master Chaos, the god of disorder, condescended to invite your hero to be his executor and achieve his great ambition, the descent of chaos. You got in the way of my master's wishes by creating a clone of Matthew to oppose him. But that is what created my body. I hope you understand now. No, you're lying. It wasn't like that. It has always been Zeradat who would take on Matthew's form to fight side by side with him. Remember that proud but ignorant Crimsonian? Rainforest had the wildest of dreams, to let an ordinary man control my master's power. My master needs a new executor. The human named Matthew might have the will to reject this ultimate grace, but this hollow shell barely under your control is perfect to accommodate the Lord of Chaos's finely crafted soul, me. Impossible. Did Chaos plan all this? A clone of Matthew with chaotic power. That's me, a tool to be discarded and passed on from hand to hand after each battle. The era of light has lasted for way too long. Rainforce, Gizeroff, Gendrezel. Even if they have forgotten that, my master Chaos is the ultimate being. even they. His chaotic power is way beyond that of any human. Chaos is the unstoppable ruler of this world. You, what are you doing to Zerda? You share a body with me. Can't you read my thoughts? Quit struggling and accept your doom. It won't take long for your Matthew to join you in hell. I don't understand. Like, I thought they just established that one of the big reasons is that they're supposed to hold on to Zerda as a bargaining chip, right? I guess it's like kill the hostage first. Hostages only work when your enemy cares if they live. Zerda will never hand over the control of this body to you. I guess it's like he's just trying to overpower Zerda. Zerda knows you want to harm Matthew, and Zerda won't allow that to happen. Sadly, this is not up to you. I wanted to eradicate your soul completely, but my Master Chaos wouldn't let me. Oh, okay. Surrender yourself and save us some trouble here. Okay. Wehttam kills anyone happy. Yeah, okay, there's some enemies there, so... Well, hopefully my Layden is strong enough to just kill these guys, even without... Yep. They're level 45, so it's not a problem. This is the last vessel Matthew left for Zerda. Zerda won't allow you to take it. This avatar is proof of the battle Zerda and Matthew fought together. Zerda won't be defeated by you. Interesting. Is this the strength of your bond? I remember all the memories between you two. You sabotaged your mission from Chaos, and now I'll hand out your punishment by destroying your precious memories. Well, annoyingly, I can't, So, I guess if you're lower level and you're doing this map, the only thing I would be careful of here is this archer here. Because you're likely, I'm guessing you're probably running Matthew on his flyer class. And you're obviously going to take a bunch of extra damage. Okay, so... Don't! Oh, guard. Okay. No. I'm running out of patience for this lingering soul. It's time for this farce to end. Unfortunately, Chaos doesn't want you to perish. From now on, your soul is under my control. Very well. That wisp of a soul that tried to control my consciousness is finally explained. Wehttam, have you already tried to erase that girl's soul? Nothing escapes your wisdom, Master. The remnants of her soul are struggling in my consciousness, and if I don't hand over control of her soul soon, in the future, when we fight Matthew, there may be problems we are unable to handle. So, have you thought of another means of trading with Matthew? Master, even if this girl unfortunately dies, Matthew won't be able to refuse our offer. Is that so? Unfortunately, I have all the memories they share, but Matthew can't be sure whether her soul really exists within me. Wehttam, my servant, you are doing so well. Matthew will never be able to ignore you. He will try to stop you. Matthew will definitely try to rescue Zerda. So let him come, so he can help us achieve our ambitions. That would be best, or else her soul is useless. And I look forward to the day he tries. I'll be sure to give him a proper reception. So, before we proceed to the next step, Wehttam, my servant, can I trouble you to reiterate our final wish? Yes, Master. As you command, we will go to the continent of Gelpais, a land forgotten by the light, to activate the Gaia Gate. We will open the door to infinite worlds and allow the realm of chaos to descend upon Gaia. Alright, so that was Wehttam's Gate of Fate. As far as like the actual battles themselves are pretty straightforward. You just need to have a highly leveled Wehttam and it won't be a problem. But yeah, just let me know if my narration was too annoying, or would you prefer me to continue on this way. And I'll see you guys in the next one.